This is Storytelling with Puppets, and the story this time is called I'm a Frog. It's an elephant and piggy story by Willems. To tell this story, you only need two puppets. You don't need any props, so all you need is an elephant and a pig, and you're ready to go. So here's how the story goes. Hello there, I am Gerald. I'm waiting for my friend Piggy. I don't see her anywhere, and I don't hear her. Oh, but wait a minute, I think I heard something. Ribbit! Did you hear that? I thought I heard someone say, ribbit. Ribbit! 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 Oh, Piggy, is that you? Ribbit! Oh, Piggy, what has happened to you? I'm a frog! You are a frog? But you don't look like a frog. You still look like a pig. And your name is Piggy. Yes, but I am a frog. Wow. You know, you learn something new every day. Piggy, how long have you been a frog? And a couple of quick notes about this. So you've got two characters in this story, and they're interacting a lot, so they're talking to each other. But Elephant, Gerald, at certain points sort of reflects on what's going on and talks to the audience. So the way you're holding the puppets, they're kind of going back and forth like this, either facing each other or sort of at an angle like that. But Gerald, when he talks to the audience, is more facing the audience and maybe moving forward a little bit. And that kind of includes them in the story too, which is pretty fun. The other thing about the two, of course, their personalities really have to carry this story. So, and that comes through in their voices and also in the storyteller's facial expressions. So Piggy has, for me at least, has sort of a happy voice, and when you're saying something like ribbit, ribbit, I'm a frog, with that high happy voice, your face is also sort of like this, a little bouncy. Gerald, his voice will be, at least in my case, I make his voice deeper and a little slower and more serious, of course, because he's quite concerned about this. So when you're using that voice, your facial expression also gets more, furrowed brow and not smiling at all. So those two things, the combination of the voice and your facial expressions and the movements of the puppets, really bring the characters to life. So, to continue with the story, Piggy, how long have you been a frog? 5 minutes. 5 minutes? You mean 5 minutes ago you were a piggy and now you are a frog? Yep. Oh no, what if I become a frog? Just think of it, always hopping around, always catching flies, always saying ribbit, 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 ribbit. I don't want to be a frog. I don't want to be a frog. Oh, Gerald, don't worry. It's just pretend. It's just the end? And so, okay, one more thing before I continue with the story. With this, there's a lot of back and forth in the dialogue with these two, and it's tempting to sort of make it all back and forth really quick. But just like with puppets, when you're moving puppets, it's usually better to slow it down a little bit. It's good to leave a little space for the audience to kind of figure out what happens. So when Gerald says, how long have you been a frog, it's not, how long have you been a frog? 5 minutes. It's, how long have you been a frog? 5 minutes. So you just slow down that telling a little bit, and then the audience can sort of follow along and digest and get the jokes when they're there. It also gives you as a storyteller a little bit more, you're not quite so frantic, and you can gather yourself and not get out of breath and too wild. So, where were we? Oh yeah, okay. I don't want to be a frog. Oh, no, I don't want to be a frog. That's okay, Gerald. It's just pretend. It's just the end? No, Gerald, I didn't say the end. I said pretend. Piggy, what is pretending? Gerald, pretending is when you act like you're something that you're not. Wow. And you can just do that? Sure. Anybody can. Even grown-ups? Even grown-ups. Wow. And I always like, when I do that part, to kind of look at the grown-ups and have the puppets look at the grown-ups around the room, and then they can also turn around and look at me, because, well, grown-up puppeteer is definitely pretending. Oh, yeah, even grown-ups. Wow. You know, you really do learn something new every day. Mm-hmm. And Gerald, you know what? What, Piggy? You can pretend to be a frog, too. No, I cannot. Oh, yes, you can. No, I cannot. Yes, you can. No, I can't. 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 Gerald, why can't you pretend to be a frog? Because, I like to draw this out a little bit. Because I am a cow. Moo. Oh boy! Ribbit! Moo. Ribbit! Moo. Ribbit! Moo. And that is the end of I'm a Frog by Mo Willems. And there's one way that you can tell it with puppets.